Parenting when you're wounded. Hello everyone, welcome back to Soft Rebuild, where we talk all about rebuilding our lives softly and consciously. Today's topic is quite deep and very well connected to myself, to a lot of parents who are parenting while they're healing their own wounds. It is so special. It is so beautiful. It is so sacred. We all, as parents, especially when we are so wounded and we are consciously healing, all show up because of love, because we love our kids, because we deeply love, not because we are whole. Some days we are pouring out love from emptiness, from empty hearts. But that doesn't make you and I weak. That doesn't make us weak parents. That makes us honest, strong, deeply loving humans. We as parents get into guilt trip very easily, very, very easily. But a small communication with your child can fix it all. I'll give you a beautiful example that happened most recently. We just had school holidays in Australia, and these were the long holidays for my son. Work in accounting, so it was end of financial year, very busy at work. Wanted to make sure I make fresh food and be present with my son. And additionally, he had some physio appointments and some special gym. So we went through all the holidays last year. I was really quiet and sad, and I was just feeling that I didn't do enough for him in the school holidays. And my son, being sensitive and noticed and very conscious, and so he notices, "Mom, what happened? Why are you so quiet? You're not yourself." And I was like, it's so annoying you notice these things. I can't even hide anything from you. So anyway, he asks me this question, and then I said, "I love you. I'm really sorry. I feel like I haven't cooked enough for you. I haven't cooked like a proper feast or anything for you." And he said, "Mom, this is not even a problem. I don't even need anything. What you do is more than enough. You do a lot for me." So sometimes we really, as parents, we want to do a lot more than we already do. But trying to beat us up for that, having a guilt trip, is not a good idea. That small communication really helped us have our bond stronger. So these things happen, and even when you're conscious and healed, these things do come up. But what do we do when we have triggers? We talked about it in earlier episodes. We either journal about these things, or if you have the person concerned right there, talk. It's very simple. Talk to them and say, "Hey, I really want to do this for you, but I couldn't do it." And they'll probably say, "Okay, sure, I just didn't even need that, I need you to be present with me, Mum. I don't need anything else." So these beautiful children, they just need us. They don't need anything else. When we are healing in front of our child, it's so brave. And when they notice those things, what work we are doing, it gets into them as well, because kids are not going to follow what you tell them. They're going to follow what they see you doing. Another interesting example that comes up. So a few years ago, went to a retreat, Kailash retreat in Grampians in Australia. And I asked this teacher, and I said, "My son is such a good child, but he's always looking out for others. He's never looking out for himself. How can I help him?" So the teacher was very smart, very clever, and very spiritual. And he said, "You need to look at you, Neha. Once you start looking after yourself, he will start looking after himself." That definitely touched me. So what I inferred from what the teacher said was, once I start loving myself, he will love himself as well. And that's exactly what happened. So when I started loving myself more, he started showing signs of loving himself, standing up for himself, speaking out more. There are a lot of great things that happened with him after I had started my journey of self-love and healing my heart. It's so true. Try it if you haven't already. But if you're already on the journey, you're probably noticing these things as well. The more you softly rebuild your world, the safer the world seems to your kids. So parenting through wounds is possible. Parenting through wounds is not a bad thing. It's almost you're passing on healing to your kids as well. They learn to rest, feel and speak just like you do, because you're modeling it, not perfectly, but courageously. So to all those beautiful, wounded parents who are on the healing journey, I bow to you. I really do. I have so much respect for you because I know how difficult it can be. But what we all are doing is a very, very sacred work. We are helping build an emotionally strong generation. So I love you all. And I really honor you all. So thank you for being here and thank you for listening to me. I would love to learn more about your journeys. If you feel inclined to, please share it at my email address, snehi2703@gmail.com, or via comments. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.